Life
is a tug of war. On one side, there is a mind that is pulling us. But if we want to defeat the mind, we have to pull the mind with consciousness. There is the myth on one side, there is the truth on the other side. There is ignorance on one side, there is intelligence on one side. There is the samsara on one side, there is the divine on the other side. Life is a tug of war. All the time there is something pulling us. On one side there is fear, on the other side we can live with faith. But the challenge is to win this tug of war. If we don't win this tug of war, life will pull us, and then we will think and blink and sink. We will experience the triple suffering on earth, and then we will return in a rebirth. What should we do? First of all, we must be aware that there is this tug of war. We should become conscious that there is a negative force that is pulling us. And when we come to realize that there is this negative force, we become alert. We live in consciousness. The light of consciousness makes our intellect shine. When the intellect comes alive, it defeats the mind. The mind is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. But these thoughts, they create fear, worry, and stress and anxiety. Haven't you found that you're being pulled by anxiety and stress and depression? How do you win the tug of war? You can win over by killing the mind. How do you kill the mind? You can kill the mind if you can still the mind. Because the mind doesn't exist, it's just a bundle of thoughts. But when there are 50 thoughts a minute, 50,000 thoughts a day that bombard you, you are finished. Therefore, we have to win the tug of war in life. If you want to live with peace and bliss and joy, then we have to be able to overcome the negatives of life. And finally, what is winning this tug of war? It is transcending the body, the senses of the body, transcending the mind, which you cannot find, transcending the ego, the false identity which says I. If you are able to win the tug of war with the body, the mind, the ego, then what are you? You are the divine soul. You are consciousness. The moment you win the tug of war, you are liberated, not just from all the misery on earth, but also from rebirth. Therefore, pay attention to winning the tug of war of life.